No, okay. Just wait. You got a lighter? You got a lighter?
No.
Who got a lighter? What's your lighter?
Alright, I can't catch
Do
though.
it to me. Oh, you doing it?
Sandy doesn't play sports.
You gotta
Not gonna say.
light up our sponsor candles, Flores Lane. Go get some candles from them. They smell like sugar and spice. Everything nice.
Oh, Peep's standing.
Keep standing on business.
Always.
Keep standing on business. Put that right there conveniently. What's good? We're at the castle. This is episode 5, I want to say, of the Podkastle. We're up in the dungeon in places you can't get into unless you know. I'm with iconic artist, I Love Life, aka Sandy, aka Sandy Kupfer Paints. Sandy Kupfer does a lot of things, and that's what we're going to talk about today.
Ooh, that was good.
Yeah, so we can just jump right into it. I like to start from like this day you came out the womb. You came out the womb.
East Lansing, Michigan.
You came out the womb in Michigan. Okay, that's why you like rap music. You're like the Michigan Trappers. Real the young OG.
I can't lie.
So you came out the womb day one. You're like, I'm gonna work with Kanye.
Nah, I never said I would, but I watched the Good Morning video for off graduation when I was like probably 6, 7, or 8, and Takashi Murakami did the art. His team directed the art, and it was this animated thing. It was a step above like what anime is, and it was really art, and that's what showed me art could be. And I was like, I'm gonna do that.
So you were watching Kanye when you were 6?
Yeah, like I got my first Bape hoodie. My grandma, bless her, she got it for me when I was like 7. Like,
so you've had swag since the early days.
Yeah.
I admire the drip. Every time you come in the castle, you're dripped. You even started the castle fit pics, which is a straight drip drop every day. So I didn't know it came from all the way back then. Because I was gonna, kind of lean into the fact you're from Pennsylvania. I know it's kind of not much going on out there. So like, how someone as eccentric as you, how was that growing up in Pennsylvania?
I attended a private art school till 4th grade, and that was like joyousness. I got to feel bliss. I got to dress myself and be who I was, and so I had this mentality that that's how I should partake in this society, but that's not how they led us. You know what I mean? So I went to the first day of 4th grade, bathing ape hoodie, black and purple skinny jeans, New York City edition Spizikes, ready for action. And
the Spizikes?
Yeah.
Real ones or fake ones?
Real ones. I got them from the Jordan store in New York.
Okay, because I was getting the fake ones on Jordan360.com and flipping them.
The phone posits? I got fake phone posits when I was a kid, I think. The Galaxies.
And then you sold them on Grail for $400.
I rocked them.
You know what I'm saying? Hustler's gonna do what Hustler's gonna do.
Yeah, no, but it was I got bullied a lot. I got made fun of. I got beat up. I got a lot of shit happened to me as a kid, and it motivated me. Yeah,
they say what happens to us as kids really, that's when our brain is developing the most. Do you think your childhood and the way you were raised and everything you experienced back home, does that come through your art? Can you see that through your art? Can you see that through who you are every day? Or do you feel like that? Some people come to LA and they're like, that old me's dead. This is a fresh start. Like, what's going on? Do you relate a lot to back home, or?
This me is ancient. I think I've worked through the pains of what occurred back home to the point where I can utilize it as gold. I transmute it. You know what I mean? My earliest memory is 2 years old watching my bro have a seizure because he has epilepsy and brain damage. It's been pain, born from pain. You know what I mean? But then to transmute that into something powerful and positive, I had to take many years of suffering to learn how to do that.
So essentially you're a pain angel. You're taking that pain and now you're here as an angel to transmute love and swag.
Yeah, like a reverse Lucifer.
Yeah. So okay, cool. So growing up Pennsylvania, what are your hobbies and your interests? You always doing art? You said you're in art school. You playing sports? What were you doing? Were you flipping bricks?
No, I was flipping much less than that, but I flipped clothes and some other stuff. I played lacrosse. I played collective, what's it called, club lax, like
Yeah, Nestle and all that. Yeah,
competitive like lax, and I was this really skinny ass like kid that didn't even like sports. I tried every sport and sucked at it, and I hated the boys and I hated the sports, but lacrosse was like a thing that I found joy in, and I got like good as fuck at it by practice.
Yeah. What position?
Long stick, midi or defense.
You have a long stick.
In my house right now in LA.
You got the LSM.
Out in South Central, yeah.
You got the stick. You're sticked up in your house in South Central. You gotta be sticked up if you're in South Central.
I don't even.
But a long stick lacrosse stick is what I'm talking. That's the only stick I'm talking about. That's the only sticks we got around here. So Pennsylvania, you say you're getting bullied a lot. I know, being a good friend of yours, you're queer. Was that a lot of the bullying, and like how was that? Like how was being queer growing up in Pennsylvania, which I don't know too much. It seems like it's probably a pretty closed-minded state.
Yeah, so I grew up in a town, 7,000 people around. I'm gonna speak on my experience being queer and not anyone else's. My experience was like the way I am. I didn't really consciously have vocal words for it. I couldn't speak on it. I couldn't vocalize it. And it was just an experience that kind of disturbed me a long time because there was no way to find an outlet to achieve the thing which was sought after, which was like my identity. But like I got empowered once I did that in the future, years later.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say on that.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. So you're in Pennsylvania, you're in art school. You didn't get kicked out or anything. You were just in art school.
No, it's just too expensive for my family.
Yeah. Okay. So you're doing art, Pennsylvania. When did you create I Love Life, the iconic brand that we know it as it is today?
I guess like when I was 2 years old, I began drawing these figures, and I never stopped. When I was 17, I stayed in my house all senior year. I just hated where I was from. I despised it, and I was really deeply hateful towards it. And so I just stayed inside recording music and painting and not tattooing, just pardon, that was a lot. I was painting, rapping, and producing music, and then I was just like doing drugs and drinking and like wilding out on some demonic shit. But it like propelled me into this devotional practice of creativity, whether it's to the dark or the light. I found out what I am, and that's a channel.
Yeah. The art you were doing back then, were you ever painting portraits, or were you ever doing landscapes? You know, when you go to art school, I feel like those are the things they're probably teaching you. When did you really like develop and hone in on the art that people know they see? Do you have art now where they look at that and they're like, that's I Love Life?
Yeah.
When did you get to that point where like you were just consciously creating these insane designs that it's so controversial and people are like, I fucking love this or I fucking hate this?
Yeah, like
has it always been like that, or when did that, when did you get in your bag?
I mean, I've been in my bag, but I used to paint like and draw like I used to paint and draw very somewhat, I guess you call it like hyper expressionistic realism, where it's like depictions of physical forms. I could like draw you verbatim right now if I wanted to. I'm classically trained in that way, but that doesn't appeal to my senses or my pleasure, and it doesn't even bring me fulfillment. So I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because like my calling, I found out like through tattooing and painting, probably for like over 10,000 hours in many years, I found out that after combining 1,000 different styles, I made my own style. But it took me trying to do all these other people's styles, even in like wrong ways, but like copying people. But like it got me to the point where I have my own swag, and like that's a testament to who I am, because not many people get to have their own swag in this world.
Of course, no, you do have a very original, unique swag. But I do have to say that I think everyone has influences that help them get to that point where they see and they're like, wow, that's really cool. And maybe you don't take from that, but you are kind of inspired. Are there any people or artists or music or any places you go that inspire you or infect you with energy to create?
Like beyond artistry is life. And I think when life is the art practice comes naturally. Does that make sense?
Is that why you love life?
Yes. And so therefore, like, this is the thing I found out through studying people, artists, musicians who I really looked up to. I used to really want to live a detrimental lifestyle to myself. Like, I had a lot of pain as a kid, and I wanted to like die a lot. And like I surpassed that through like hard growth and healthy living and therapeutic work, etc., spiritual work, physical work, like everything. But I used to look up to Basquiat, Kurt Cobain, like there's a whole plethora of artists. Like I idolize them. I idolized Kid Cudi when he was like dropping that punk album. It was more grungy actually. I idolized like these people because they were living what they speak, and it was honest. And I wanted to be honest. Like I couldn't be honest about that when I was like 16. So like I wanted to replicate that, and so I attempted to do it in their styles. And I was like, oh, I'm pretty good at this. And I met a professor at Occidental College named Linda Bessemer. She's like one of my first mentors. My first mentor was Miss T in high school. She gave me my own studio space. Miss Tishner, I love you. And she put me on to art, and she got really mad at me when I fell into addiction and left to do art. She brought me back to art. But I developed my own style after like probably like 9 years of creating. And I'm only 24, therefore I hopefully have many years left, and I would like to replicate this style until it's not replicable, and then something in its entirety brand new.
Yeah.
You know?
Until you transcend into the next style.
Yeah, because this thing happens with art where like people will steal. People will try making art like me, they do, but people like buyers and gallerists and other big money people will attempt to take your brand, and you just gotta give it to them because at that point it's theirs. You don't want to die for that shit. So like I'd rather disappear and come back reinvented, and you know I did that. I was making music, I was doing shows, and I wasn't great at it, but I died and came back on some Phoenix shit.
Yeah, rebirth.
Yeah.
From the ashes. So explain to me, I'm sure people really want to know like what your creative process is like. Yeah,
like you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, let's talk about your creative process. Paint City, everything.
So I'm a tattoo resident at this facility, this wonderful shop, the Kastle. The Kastle has been a blessing in my life, which I'll get to. Paint City is my painting studio, and what they both offer is freedom. Now, for me, I choose freedom in a benevolent manner where it's like for the good, for the light. And when I'm in freedom, I can channel things. I don't think I just do. Like when I'm drawing or painting, I just let it control me. I tap into the flow, and the flow possesses me. And then it like spits out these drawings and paintings, and I feel all these things, and I process these things I don't even know how to think about because they're so esoteric and deep. And then as a result comes this work that is loaded with that energy. And that's how I do it.
Yeah. Respect.
Thanks.
So you and I went to a show. I was doing a show in Santa Ana. Remember that? You gave me a ride. Chris motherfucking Travis, Water Boys, ENT, shout out my boy.
Yeah.
And you are like, Dummy, let me perform a song.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, let's do it. Rock the Flocka voice. And you got on stage, you turned up. And
yeah.
I knew you had made some music. I didn't know. I never looked too deep into the Sandy catalog. How serious were you taking that? What's your musician name? What do you go by? Are you still making music? And if you're not still making music, will you come back around to it? Just talk to me about music, collaborations, everything. Yeah. And also, who would be your dream collab on a song?
Okay, I'll do all those in order.
Yeah.
Though I have no memory, I will. I started making music when I was 15 in high school. I was making like trap music because I was like really delusional.
Who was that? Who was the artist that was like, I'm trying to make trap music?
I think it was Candy Boy Sandy.
Candy Boy? That's hard.
Yeah. Anyways, I think it was that. And then I proceeded to be Silk Hue. Silk as the texture because it's so fine and refined and soft and gentle but sturdy. And then Hue is the coloration, blah, blah, blah. And like the combination was like beyond transcendence. And that was like me on my little kid spiritual shit. And then Season Sandy, that was me for most of the time.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
That was your Instagram when we first met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I wanted to be...
So I met a SoundCloud rapper.
I was a SoundCloud rapper. I wanted to be a rapper.
Yeah.
I was so badly. It wasn't God's will for me, but like partake.
Do you still want to rap?
I think rap questionable, but music yes.
Can you freestyle right now?
Yeah, drop a beat.
You got a beat? I got a beat. I'll drop a beat right now.
Not hip hop.
No, it's gonna be hip hop.
Alright. And I made that. And I fuck all you hoes. This is payback. I don't give a fuck. And I stay up. Cause I'm always up. I don't never down. Till I'm 6 feet. Like the Reaper. I'ma pop down. Like a creeper. I don't give a shit. Like a beeper. It's gonna go off now, right now. Little bitch, don't fight down. That's it.
That's it.
Was that hard?
Don't buy down.
You're
underground king like I'm UGK. My name is Dami Divine. I'm always on my grind. It's divine timing. Call me Tony Hawk. Your girl's on my I'm riding around the block. If you see me, then you gon' get shot.
That's crazy. You see, it's no joke, bro. Like, you will get hurt out here for that.
We got sticks. We got long lacrosse poles.
Was my shit hard? You think I can make it as a rapper?
Shit was hard as hell.
All right.
I think you can make it in whatever creative lane you take. You know? You're one of those people. One of the most creative, driven people I've met, and it's actually really inspiring. And like when I lack inspiration and I need a little upbeat in my life or uplifting, I'll tap in with you. And right after that, I'm just like, you know what? I'm him. So yeah, we'll reel back in here.
I'm looking at that monster. I'm curious why it's here. Can I drink it?
Okay. Well, so Sandy loves caffeine. We were gonna talk about sobriety and stuff, but we'll just jump right into caffeine.
Yeah, baby.
So I've seen you, many a times take energy drinks, crush them, take coffee, a full pot of coffee, crush it, crush. I'm not talking about crush caffeine. So I want to know how fast you can drink that Monster Energy drink. I'm willing to bet.
Shotgun? How much? Shotgun
how much money I got in my pocket? I don't got much money here.
Oh, I don't do much money.
Okay,
we'll
do just something small. I'll do a $20 bet that you cannot finish that energy drink in 5 seconds. We'll get the clock on the board.
Someone get the clock on the board.
Hold on. I got the clock right here.
All right,
I'm gonna put the clock on my phone.
Let me see it, because what's faster, sound or vision? All I know is I'm tapping with the vision.
Alright, stopwatch. On 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. It's good?
No!
Finish it! Finish it! 16.5 seconds. Chat.
That was disgusting.
16
seconds?
You owe me $20.
That's because I'm sober. I don't chug shit.
You seen that?
Oh my god, I made a mess.
You seen that?
Oh. See, that's what I needed for this interview. A little lift, yo.
Now we can talk.
Bro, let's get to it. Shit, I got that in my nose.
That was a good investment. That was
smart.
Okay, so caffeine is your drug of choice now.
Nah, nicotine.
Nicotine, caffeine. That's the Andrew Tate collab right
Nah, don't even say that.
Nah, I know you don't fuck with Andrew Tate, but Andrew Tate did say that a mind that's on nicotine and caffeine is like the most effective mind.
Well, I got an iron mind. I got it on my fingers because it's unbreakable.
So your fingers say Iron Maiden because that was your favorite band.
Nah, see, M-I-N-D.
M-I-N-D.
Mine.
One monster. This is a 30 seconds post monster. The monster comes out. You have a monster tattoo.
I think I got a monster tattoo on my hand right here.
Yeah. When did you get that?
I got a beast, and I got Satan, and I got Jesus up here. I got a lot of tattoos. I got more than y'all, but I'm not showing them right now.
Sandy's got a lot of tattoos. Okay, so nicotine is your drug of choice. When I met you, you had a few other drugs of choice. You want to talk about like what that, about your addiction and like your newfound sobriety and how that impacted your life then, how sobriety's impacting your life now? Yeah,
so I push health on Instagram. I'd say like spiritual shit. I'm not tapped into anything. Anyways, I was sober from 18 to 23 because I had a bad drug problem when I was little. It wasn't hard drugs, but sure enough, when I got unsober at the age of 23 or 4 or whatever, I was unsober as fuck on some shit I should not be on, which I will not name. But I was doing bad drugs that kill people, and I thought it was cool at first. Before I did that shit and got deep in that addiction, I thought it was like a glamorized thing because I saw my heroes do it and pass away from it, and I had no self-worth, therefore I was ready to pass away. So like I felt the viciousness, demonic entities of like drug addiction, hard drug addiction, and I left it because I had a divine intervention. Like speaking in Pulp Fiction, you know what I mean? Divine intervention. It's really real. And I'm looking at these like clouds right now in the castle. I know that sounds crazy, but they're there. And like the divine intervention took me out of the grips of hell and put me back in purgatory. And then it was my decision what I do, even though that's not biblically accurate of what purgatory is. So therefore, I chose to choose a path of light and God. And it doesn't mean I don't tap in with dark. I'm an angel. I can use light and dark. I do. But like, my whole thing is I follow the divinity, period.
Sandy, please close your ears. So shout out to our sponsor, Medicine Cabinet. They have all sorts of cool mushroom-infused products, vapes, gummies, chocolate bars, freaking marshmallows, freaking Rice Krispie treats. Damn near whatever you like, they got it infused with God's mushroom.
Psilocybin.
Psilocybin.
Oh, yeah.
And our other sponsor, my homie Tanner, I've apologized that we cannot get his rug in the shot. It just doesn't fit. But he makes the coolest rugs. His Instagram is toughmarket22. Any custom rug, like I think I've bought 5 of them now. There's a lot of people that make rugs, but there's not a lot of people that go above and beyond. And he goes above and beyond and delivers in a timely manner. So toughmarket22, maybe the Tough Market, one of the two. We'll put it in the bio. But go get a rug for my boy out there in North Carolina, repping. All right. So we'll just jump back into it. I know you said that you would talk about this a little bit earlier. So we connect, like I come into your life via the Kastle. You came here one day. You got tatted by Tweaked. I think Tweaked tatted your forehead. So my impression of you at first was like, this person's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But that's just freaking hardcore. And I fuck with it. And we kind of talked a little bit. I didn't think you liked me. I felt like kind of like standoffish maybe, but I might have read the room wrong. But I was very brief, and I also don't really interact with too many clients. I kind of just let the artists work with them. But shortly after that, I think we started talking, whether it was on Instagram or texting or something, about you wanted to work here. And then, you know, I'll let you tell the story, but like, I guess just tell me like where the Kastle comes into your life and what role does the Kastle play in your present life now?
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Yeah. So, 2 years ago, I was tattooing from home in an apartment, and I had a dog and 2 cats. And that was fun until I prayed and prayed and prayed to God for something better or something more in alignment with where I was at. I met Jacob. I knew Jacob because I knew Tweak because I came here like a while ago to get a tat from someone. And I proceeded to meet him, and I was like, this fool's energy is like rare. So I like immediately connected with him. And I think he kind of remembered me because he probably may have felt the same. Jacob and I tapped in, he did my forehead, and I was really gracious because he killed it. And that's my favorite tattooer is Tweaked. You know what I mean? So to tap in with Tweaked and then like proceed to meet you, I didn't like you at first because you said, remember this moment or something. And I was a very fragile, egotistical human at the time. So I like took that to heart like a fragile, egotistical little child would. But I came here and I fell in love with the art here, the energy, the freedom, the punkness. It's punk as fuck at the Kastle. I love that. And, I proceeded to befriend like the other artists naturally. And I guested here, and sure enough, it just like was God's will because it just like lined up to be like this place I work at. I got to work here and I got blessed with the community. And Dami, I had a hard time once, and you presented me with a message that you don't really get impacted my life so much. Like, it was like, I was fucking up, and you were like, you could lose everything 20,000 times quicker than you ever could gain it. And it wasn't even like lose material. It was like die for me. And so I proceeded to get right. And like the Kastle has been a family for me because like my family's out on the East Coast and I don't have like friends that I have a lot of friends. I love you all. But like I don't have artistic creative cohort. So that is where the Kastle comes in and yeah, we just create and we kill it and we're the best tattoo shop in the world. Thank you.
So you remembered that moment.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Yeah. I say that too. I used to just walk down the street and see people and I'd just be like, remember this moment, and then like run away and just try to trip them out.
I've seen you do it.
I was just trolling, yeah.
Nah.
I got a playlist to my girlfriend, my friends. It bothers them, you know. Shout out to I've read the alphabet on Instagram. Such a long Instagram name. This is our producer. Lauren works hard, effortless work, very underappreciated, but very important factor to making things run smoothly here. Let's talk about going viral. One day I'm on Twitter and I see a back piece that you did because freaking 20,000 people tagged me and they're like, this is at the Kastle. Just explain to me, going viral, you know, you've had a few pieces. Let's talk the Chief Keef piece, the Jesus back piece. I'm sure there's a few other ones that, you know, have gone, but those are the two that come to my mind. Tell me about going viral and what that has done for your career.
So, lessons, like for real. The first thing was Ye reposted me like 2 years ago when I did my best. Like, I love this Gage. I love you. Like, actually, I do have. So I love you, and I did his back, and I met him and his partner Kaylin, and they were like here at my house, and we were tatting. We were just on the same vibe, and then I know like the next day Ye reposted, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he doesn't tag me.
Kanye reposted you.
Yeah, when I was tattooing seriously for really seriously for like 9 months. And I proceeded to be like fueled, I guess you could say. And then I did a Chief Keef tattoo on someone who I really love. And I did that Chief Keef back piece on her and it went viral. And then the Jesus went viral, and you know things are going to keep going viral, but like virality is a great thing in the sense if it's spreading a positive message that benefits the greater good, but therefore if it's not and it's just negative or it's like just stagnant and it's not really making people contemplate anything, why is it? It's just fog, you know, it's just there. It's actually pollution. But I'd like to believe what I'm creating actually has substance and is deep, so therefore it's like portraying a thoughtful message or at least thought provoking, whether it's to the positive or negative, I don't dictate.
I've gone viral a few times and it definitely increased my revenue. Did going viral for you increase your bookings?
Bookings. But people think virality and internet fame and internet clout equates to actual life. The internet's a different realm. We don't exist there. We just kind of do sometimes. But like, obviously, like shit, bro. Yeah.
I know a lot of these Instagram famous girls with, you know, hundreds of thousands of followers that are sleeping on couches in studio apartments with like 3 other those people. So it doesn't, what appears on the surface is not always what's going on behind the scene. And often a lot of these large social media followings, these people are really struggling behind the scenes financially and also mentally. Because I believe that like once you have a certain following, people almost just look at you as like entertainment and or like a subject of discussion, and people tend to attack people like that. You know, they feel safe being able to hide behind a screen and just comment something rude. So I know your art, not to me, but to the world maybe, is pretty controversial, where I see a lot of people retweeting you or reposting you and they're like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen, or like this is the most iconic artist, like this is next level, like I'm gonna travel from freaking Zimbabwe to get a tattoo from you. And I also see some of the people that are literally like telling you to die and telling you to quit and that they could do better and this and that. How do you deal with the haters?
Oh yeah, so it really got to me until I learned to compartmentalize it. I just think haters are really sick people. You know, scorpions stab you while they smile in your face, and then you are poisoned and you die. The thing is, like, I can cut the tail off a scorpion when I disempower them by not letting their words or thoughts get to me entirely, though they do somewhat. But the occurrence of hate is like, it's so negative and it's not dark, it's just really bad. And it's like the hateful nature is something humans have to uplift themselves because they're insecure or fearful individuals that actually can't stand for themselves. Or like, I know because I used to be hateful. You know what I mean? I used to be so hateful, like towards myself and others. That's the point. They hate themselves. Of course they're going to project hate. But when you have hate on your mind all the time, what are you going to have a lens of? Therefore, how are you going to act? Therefore, how are you going to behave? So I see them as sick people and I send them love. Like, it's all love.
I hear you, and unfortunately, I think we live in a day and age where there is so much negativity spread from the mass, like the news and social media and these influencers and everything. There's a lot of negativity spread, and I think humans are almost becoming designed to hate, and because they're already feeling so bad about themselves because they follow these people, their idols are getting hundreds of thousands of likes, and then they're not getting that many likes. They feel bad about themselves, and it makes them feel just an ounce better to make someone else feel bad and maybe feel what they're feeling. So I think, unfortunately, we're heading that way.
The last thing I'll say about that hate shit is I don't make art for. Okay, tattooing.
You make performance art.
No, hear me out. This is real. Tattooing for me, the act of tattooing is a collaborative craft that is sacred to me. That is like joining someone in a process of altering their physical form in an artful way and adding art to them that like really benefits them always. When in my case with the clients I have, they always let me know, and if it doesn't, we have a conversation. But that doesn't happen because I'm really kind-hearted, and like the whole process of that art is for them. But other than that, drawing, painting, music, every creative thing I've ever done, every thousands and thousands of artworks I've made have been for me. Because if I try making art for other people, what do young me say? It's gonna suck. So I do my shit, and I'm always gonna do my shit, bro. Period.
That's on period. Let's lighten the mood a little bit. Give me your top 3 favorite musicians, rappers.
Like currently or ever?
Both.
Okay, so ever, Lil Peep, Juice WRLD. I'm sad, right? And then my favorite musicians currently are Casper, Key Glock, and myself. Just kidding.
Season Sandy.
Nah.
You heard the freestyle. We're bringing it back. We're going to start the Kastle sessions. We're going to start recording albums. We're coming back better than ever. Season Sandy on Volume 1 of the Kastle mixtape. It's confirmed now.
I guess it's like Key Glock, Casper, and like Kodak is one of my all-time favorites. No, my top 3 is Juice WRLD, Lil Peep, Kodak. Easily.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't say Kodak first.
He's so deep ingrained in my subconscious, I can't even replicate.
That was like one of our first like little inside things between you and I was Sniper Gang. You know, Sniper Gang.
Too easy.
And I remember, you went and got the chain, the Kastle chain, and it said Super Gremlins.
I put
Kodak Black. We play a lot of Kodak Black here. Every artist plays their own music, but we hear a lot of Kodak, hear a lot of Wicked Face here. I feel like Kodak Black might be the #1 most streamed artist in Kastle, though.
Yeah.
So Kodak probably will work here. I'm trying to fix it.
Your necklace is so fly. You should put it on your head like the crown of thorns.
Shout out to my lovely girlfriend for giving me this necklace while we were in Paris on a beautiful vacation. Not as beautiful as her, but a beautiful vacation.
Yeah. Jasmine's awesome.
Jasmine is awesome. Okay. Otis College?
Yes. Shout out my cohort at Otis, MFA, Masters in Fine Arts.
So yeah, people talk shit, and then this motherfucker is going to Otis. What do you say, Masters? A Masters. No, not a associates, not a bachelor's, a Masters in fine art. A Masters in fucking fine art. That's impressive. That takes years of work and dedication. You love to talk to me about every day. I'm like, hey Cindy, what are you doing? And you're like, college, class, school.
It's not college.
Oh, okay, my bad. University?
Grad school.
Grad school. Okay, so you're in grad school. You're going there. your class, what are they teaching you? What are you learning?
It's pick and choose what you take, right? Like when I hear a conversation, I can just deduct everything and not listen, but listen. But like what I pick up is like how to be a practical professional artist, and like my most engaged conversations are with my mentor Lindsay and this beautiful man Asher, and like some other people like Corey. He's a phenomenal artist and painter, and he's like a painter without paint. Anyways, I just pick up mentorship of higher knowledge because that's what I seek is knowledge, and I want to be the best creative I can be and the best painter specifically I can be. Therefore, I'm partaking in these actions of sacrificing part of my life to this schooling. If that makes sense.
How is going to school by day and coming to Kastle by night?
It's hard, man. I have two cats and a dog, and I come to the Kastle and I grind, and I paint and I grind because I grind all the time.
You swag surf?
I swag surf, but they can't surf on my wave. Nah.
Are you getting another freestyle?
Nah. I'm just quoting Kid Cudi.
Okay.
He's one of my favorites. See, I'm deep in this shit. I can't name 3. What the fuck?
That was rude of me.
Yeah.
It was just very precise.
Maybe 10.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Then you might start throwing randoms on there.
No, I wasn't.
I think you might.
I think so. I can't cap.
All right, so I know because I'm working with you on this, we're doing something in crypto. It's new to you. It's not too new to me. I've had some success in it. You're about to have some success in it. We're working on a crypto project called Pain Jewels, depicted from, precious moments, painful moments, a whole little thing we're working on. Nothing is finalized, but we are in the final stages here of something that is going to make waves in the Solana crypto NFT world. We're coming for that ass. And I just want to, if you could tell me a little bit about creating them and what the process has been like and how that is different than, what you've been, this medium of art now that you're creating digital art for a digital world.
Yeah, so the digital world is the future, whether I want to admit it or not, AI, etc. And crypto is a part of digital currency, and it's important. And you offered me the privilege to work on this project, and I am grateful. Like I actually am. It's going to change my life literally, and the process of creation for it has been difficult, but in the sense it's very time consuming. But it's time is of the essence, and therefore I'd like to put it for something worthwhile.
Cool. We're coming March.
March what?
We can't drop that information yet.
Top secret.
It's gonna be big, and we got some big people involved, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. Meeting with developer tomorrow. So obviously 2024, you got the crypto project coming out. You're gonna be tattooing. You're in grad school. What else is there to be expected from I Love Life / Sandy in 2024? Any projects to stay tuned for? Anything you want to talk about?
Yeah. So I plan on tattooing till I die, and I'll always offer books, and I prefer to do bigger pieces and pieces people genuinely love. So either or. I'll tattoo, and I'll graduate grad school next December, and I have potential shows via painting with other galleries I haven't worked with yet, and that's exciting. And I plan to find more of a peace of mind, and I plan to get in shape because I'm overweight currently.
You're not sexy now, but sexy Sandy is on the horizon.
Would you say Sandy's going to bring sexy back?
Sandy's bringing sexy back in 2024. You heard it first. All right, that's it. Over and out. I love life. I love you. Thanks for being here. Shout out to Lauren. I've read the alphabet multiple times.
Yay.
Cool.